Here's a big old stump. This looks like, well, Terry said he drug it out of the Big Island spot, so this is all petrified wood. So Terry doesn't have a saw big enough for that, but I do. So I'm going to take it home and cut it for him. This is in Terry's discard pile. Okay, we're back home, and I've got the big piece of petrified wood from Terry's yard. We're going to cut this today. I also have two other big rocks that we took from Terry's yard. We're going to cut those. So let's get started. All right, we are all viced up. It was a chore to get it in here, but as you can see, we're gonna have a couple of inches of clearance, so we're gonna be good. I was able to put it on the flat part. This, if I put it the other way, it would have been too high for the saw. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a few slices off this and see what it looks like every time. So let's get started. Let's check the first cut. This is gonna look really good. Let me go clean the dirt off. It's got dirt on it. So it's got some nice concentric barite rings. Again, the white is barite. The darker gray is pyrite. There's pyrite mixed in there. You can see it there. As we go through it, I'm hoping that pyrite's gonna get a little more sparkly, maybe. But let's take another slab off that. It's looking really good. Just the first nub off there. All right, here we go with slab number 2. Some more awesome concentric barite banding. It looks like the inner couple rings are coated with pyrite. But it's a full round, so it's pretty nice. So we'll cut another slab off there. Okay, here's the third slab. Lots of white in this one. I think we'll get one more off of it. We'll make it a big round slab. So let's get the last one, then we'll take a look at all the pieces. And here's the last slab, the big one. I gotta say, that's got some nice pattern in it. Nice little inch thick slice. So I'm going to go ahead and get those other two rocks that we were going to cut and throw those in here and cut those. So this rock looks like a big piece of basalt with some stockwork of agate and jasper through it. So we're going to cut it along one face, and then we're going to take a look, and then we might cut it along another face as well. So here's the first piece off this basalt. So some nice jasper and agate running through that. Just clip the end of it though. Probably have to take another slab in another direction maybe. That's kind of cool, that center piece right there. Let's see if we can find a better face. Alright, here's the second slab. Way better. Lots going on in this. That area looks pretty cool and interesting. Looks like there might be some amethyst in there. Definitely some purple. Always love to see it. It's got like some good marble agate in there. So that one definitely turned out a lot better. So let's cut our lobster hole seam agate. Alright, I've got this giant seam agate viced up. We're just going to cut some slices off of it here, and I'll show them all to you guys when I'm done. Alright, I cut a couple slabs off that seam agate. I got a couple more going on the saw now, but I think I'll just wrap up the video now and show you the results. These aren't going to get much different, but it's raining out here now, so it's a good time to show these. But this nice seam agate here got some nice flame. Some nice features in that one. Typical of lobster hole seam agate here in Nova Scotia. Here's the end piece. Little hint of purple in that right there. And just a recap on our other, there's our basalt, stockwork, agate, some banding in that. Got some amethyst in it as well. Some amethyst there. So cool little slab. And then of course we got our petrified wood. This is 320 million year old petrified wood. The white is barite. You can see the rings that the barite forms in. This has some pyrite in it as well, which forms in these cavities. You can see the staining, the iron staining. But they're very nice. Usually I epoxy these. They can take a polish, but I like to epoxy them, fill in those holes. But none of these slabs were fractured at all. They all turned out really nice. And there's our stump left over. Little yard piece. We'll probably give that back to Terry. Let him display that in his yard. Back in his discard pile. So thanks again to Terry for allowing us to take these rocks home and cut them on the big saw. I was going to wait for Terry to come over and do them, but yeah, I got sick there for a bit and had nothing to do. So I cut these. He'll forgive me, I think. Anyway, that does it for today's video. If you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know which one of these was your favorite down in the comments. Be glad to discuss it with you. Everybody stay safe. Have a great week. We'll catch you in the next one.